What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Soulfly Trades here, back with another video. And in today's video, of course, every Sunday we got to do the weekly watch list. But in this video, I have a little something different too. Also, along with the weekly watch list, I have my swing trade update, which as of right now isn't going according to plan, but it's all good. It's all good. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go ahead and get into this bad boy. So right now I have up Nvda and I have swing trades on Nvda. I bought 2 contracts for around $1,070, including commissions. Basically, I said it was going to hit 470. That is my price target, which is right here. Currently I'm in drawdown. I'm basically in drawdown the whole position. Look, $989 in drawdown. Does that hurt me? No, it does not. Number one, when I got into these swing trades, there was one mistake when I got into the swing trade. So what happened was I was looking to try to play Nvidia earnings, and that's why I did it, because I thought the earnings were supposed to be the 23rd of this month. Long story short, around that time I looked up like Nvidia earnings. I think I just was like, hey Siri, or some shit like that, and then I did it like that. And I seen something about June 23rd, so I was like, hey, they have earnings call on June 23rd. So I'm gonna try to take this this play to the upside, because Nvidia has been really strong lately. Even though I'm seeing some drawdown, it has been like really strong. Like, we look at this, gapped up, big buying pressure. And it is the leading AI company right now. Long story short, this is what I see here within price action, even though I'm down $989, which, again, I know some of you guys might be like, wow, I don't know how he could be and just be completely fine. This is what I do. Trading is what I do, and it's a part of it, especially for a swing trade. I go into swing trades risking the whole position, like knowing, okay, I could lose $1,000. If this goes against me completely, I could lose $1,000. But I do still have another full week, so to see what happens. But long story short, what I see here on my daily time frame, I see shrinking selling volume. And on this first increase of selling volume, we have this wick to the bottom of the candle indicating buyers are here. Then the second selling volume was a buying candle, which was an anomaly basically. And as we get closer to this support level, the candlestick is shrinking. The selling candlestick is shrinking, and so is also the selling volume. So this might be setting up, or had set up last week for a move up this upcoming week. So I'm intrigued to see what happens. The position could go from negative 989 to up, 1,000, some 2,000, and you never know. But my price target is 470 around here. We'd have to see a lot. I doubt, honestly, we probably get there. We'd have to have a lot. We have to have like a big catalyst to really push up there hard and fast. And that's why I thought I was playing the Nvidia earnings, but I wasn't. So I'm okay if this trade goes against me. I'm completely fine with it. It's not the end of the world. I'm on to the next one. But let's move to the weekly to see what I see here on the weekly. Yeah, as you can see here, we have a small selling candlestick with shrinking volume. As far as price action is concerned, I want you guys to see this increasing volume, and as sellers, these selling candlesticks, the volume was also shrinking. I want you guys to pay attention to that. You see this doji. After this doji form, you had a nice big buying candlestick, and then again we have some more selling, but a smaller candlestick with shrinking volume again. So I think we probably could see some buyers come in here next week. So yeah, I'm very intrigued to see what happens. Very intrigued. But let's go to Aapl. Have nothing but really relative buying pressure on the weekly. We do have a drop off of buying volume here at this high, but that's as to be expected, kind of after you reach a new high. This teal blue line is the new high that I marked in. Basically, just letting me know this is the highest on Apple right now. So in relative terms, the market is going up. Even though we seen downside this last week, the market is going up. I just want to make that pretty clear. What can we see right here? We have, what is this, an increasing selling volume on this rejection right here, but it says, not even says, price action is showing that this is a buying candlestick, but it says that it's selling volume. So that's an anomaly, which can indicate that we might have a move here somewhere. And with this rejection candle to the downside, to the upside on this buying candlestick, we might see some downside, honestly, with Apple. At least I see at least maybe like a pullback to this 184, maybe. I see that, for a bounce back to the upside, just to break highs, maybe, since the market is in a relative uptrend. So I see that as a possibility. But if I was to take something intraday off of Apple, what do we? If we were to reject this 186 off open, I'd look to take it. First price target I'd say would probably be 185. Yeah, this looks like a good little area that we could probably bounce off. Depending now, if we had an increasing selling volume, which we are having an increase in selling volume right here, but this candlestick isn't adding up. So interested to see what pre-market looks like for Apple, to see if this selling volume is confirmed and we see like a good move down, or if this selling volume is false, given this smaller bearish candlestick with this high selling volume, indicating buyers are really in there just to take it back up to these highs. So I don't know, if price action is here, I'll look to take rejections from 186. And if price action, because once again, we don't know what it's going to look like. But if price action gets down here, I'll look to take calls at 184.32. Universal. I basically just use a universal strategy, basically. I wait till we approach a key level. I look to see what volume is doing. If we come down to this key level, selling volume is falling off, I'm definitely looking to take calls. Same instance for this. Buying volume dying off, if we were pushing up to, take rejects hypothetically, and selling volume started to increase off this rejection, that's the type of things I look for. Let's go to the money maker. This is the money maker right here. Holy moly. Oh yeah, we had a big boy volume. Big boy volume. Buying volume. Oh my gosh, that was like a tongue twister. Did you guys hear that? Holy smoke. So let's go to here to this weekly time frame so we can break this bad boy down. And the reason I have this one blank is because I really want you guys to follow along on how I look at price action and how I find levels. Basically, I really just, please pay attention to this part right here. So this is how I would find my levels on SPY. Once again, I still like to start on my weekly. So what do we have here on the weekly? It look like we have relative buying volume. We just broke this little key area right here that I'd say we could probably pull back to. Give me 1 second. This is how I mark in my levels, you guys. My eye just catches things. Yeah. I want you guys to notice this on the left. Look more towards the far left. Hold on, let me just mark it in actually. Right here. Look at that. It's 428, 429-ish area. Prime for a pullback. It's just prime. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 touches on these wicks. Go ahead and mark that in. Found this on my weekly, so I will mark this in green. Boom, just like that. We could be due for a pullback and a little bounce. Honestly, as far as the upside is concerning, I don't see too much resistance until wow, this 453 area. if we were to break these highs. Yep, definitely. Found this on my weekly, so I will mark this in green. And let's go to our daily. See, as you guys can see here, I go from my weekly down to my daily. I break down my time frames. You got to break them down. You want to start from your highest, then break them down and look more in your intraday time frames. This is how I find my levels to trade off of. This is how I find my levels. So yeah, as you guys can see here, I'm pretty good, at marking in levels. As you guys can see, we have this little level that I had marked in on the weekly, broke down to my daily, and look at this. Boom, perfect. Perfect. We could retest this key level right here. As you can see, we had quite a few rejections off of before we finally broke above, with some strength. And now we could be pulling back to it to retest it. To take we could take it back to highs. You know what I'm saying? Take it right back to highs. Let's go down to let's go to the 4-hour. Yep. I just want you guys to see when you find your levels on the higher time frames. Do you see how when I start getting to the smaller time frames, I want you guys to notice that how you can see prices reacting to these levels. And I'm about to show you guys how to use Fibonacci's right now. This is how I use fibs. So what you want to do here? I want to take price from the relative high to the relative low right now in this quote unquote area. This is how you can also look to find levels. Watch, and then you can break it down like this. You can break, price just move. Yeah, we might see some upside. You can break it down just like this. You do it from pre-market low to the previous highs like this. You see how price reacts to all these levels? I just want you guys to see that. This is how you can use Fibonacci's. To find levels. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take these off. I just wanted to show you guys how you guys could like find levels like that in the relative sense. But let's go back to our weekly. I want to go ahead and mark in some more levels that, I'd trade off of. Let's break it down to our daily. As I said before, we could take price back up to these highs. What is this? 443.9. Yeah, 443.9. Oopsie, what did I just do? Oh, I didn't change my tool. Yeah, we could take price back up to 443.9 right here. Since I found it on my daily, obviously it goes green. Weekly, daily, green. Hourly, 4-hour, yellow. That way, in my mind, when we're approaching these levels, I know that the green holds more weight than the yellow. That's how you got to set your stuff up. Anyway, let's zoom in here. Now let's break it down again. Let's go down to our 4-hour. What do I see on my 4-hour that we could possibly, see some action off of? I look at this little shoulder right here, and I see some resistance in this area. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this in. I like it from over this area. It's 438.55. I found this on my 4-hour, so it's going yellow. Yep. Let's go down to the 1-hour. Yeah, and also I can also take trades off prior day close. I use prior day close. These white lines is telling me where price closed after market. So as you can see here, price closed at this level right here. We got down here, price closed right here. It basically shows you where the prior day close was, and prior day close is always important in the stock market. As you can see, we're already blowing above prior day close, which will be a bullish sentiment for the day. Usually, if we're like above prior day close, we're technically kind of bullish. If we're below it, then we're bearish. So that could kind of give you sentiment throughout the day, on the direction of the market. But yeah, this is basically how I'll take my trades basically. And I can also find these intraday levels. Yeah, it looks like we could see some resistance right here at 434. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, my brother. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mark this in at this 434 level. I also have a pivot right here, so just extra confirmation for me. Yellow, found it on my hourly. And it looks like we have a small level right here that you could probably take off of lows. Yep. I just want you guys to see this, how I'm marking in these levels, because once I break it down like this, let's go to our 30-minute, right? I want you guys to see this. This is how I trade 15-minute. This is how you could take trades off these levels. I want you guys to just see that. You see this reaction to this level. This is how you day trade. You find your levels on a daily, weekly, 4-hour, hourly, and then, you execute on your 15, 5-minute, 30-minute, hourly. That's how you do it. So, for instance, I'd be looking to take puts here. If, we got up here and we started to see some rejections, I'd be looking to take puts here. If volume was confirming it, volume has to confirm it for the most part. Although sometimes volume won't confirm it sometimes, but the candlestick price action is confirming it. So, it takes a little bit of discretion sometimes. And for the flip side, if we broke above 434, I'd look for a break above and a pullback on my 5-minute time frame to take price back up, basically. But yeah, let's go to our 5-minute so we could just want you guys to see how you could take trades off of these levels. Yep. As you can see, price reaction to these levels. Hold on. Shrinking this volume so I could try to explain some of it. Volume really spiked at the end of the day. Hence, probably the buyers. As you guys can see, look at this selling volume that is supposed to say it has. This is crazy. This is over 3 million something in whoa. 6 million selling volume on this candlestick right here. And this candlestick does not tell the truth. It's not adding up. It's probably buyers, as you can see right here. Just filling orders to take to the upside. So I feel like Monday we'll probably see some upside this upcoming week. Like I said, I think last week was maybe a pullback in the market, since the week before we had a nice moves up and we needed a pullback. Nothing's going to go up forever. You got to have a pullback, a correction, then take it back to the upside, because like I said, the market is technically in an uptrend because price action is confirming that. I'm not just guessing that it's in an uptrend. Price action is confirming that. And, I explained that in the beginning of the video with Aapl and Nvda, because they are two big market makers and market outliers that can tell you really what the direction of the markets are doing. But other than that, I appreciate everybody for tuning in and sticking with me, especially through this video. This was a longer video. I wanted to kind of break a little bit stuff down for you guys to show you guys how I find levels and how I trade off these levels, because the easy part is creating the levels like I just did. That is the easy part. The hard part is executing your trade and following your rules and keeping your emotions in check. That's where the hard part lies. And that's where you have to build your mental capacity, your mental confidence. You have to be a good loser. You have to have a thick skin for the things that come with trading, such as emotions and things. Well, emotions are good. They can be signals, but you have to learn how to use them and interpret those signals. But that's a story for another day. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.